Hi guys, welcome to my new video again. So today I am going to discuss about the another strategy of summarize written text. The other strategy has already been discussed in the another video. You can go and have a look at that. So today I am going to discuss the another strategy of summarize written text, which is not that simple, but yeah, you can say that it is little bit tricky because you have to work on your grammar in that. So I've already given the overview in the previous video that you get marks on what basis. So let's start discussing the strategy, okay? See, in summarize written text, I've already discussed that in the previous strategy, you have to take any two independent sentences and join it with comma, space, and. Now, in the another strategy, what you need to do, that they will give you one passage, okay? And they will say that you have to finish that in 10 minutes. Always press the next button before the 10 minutes. So from that passage, what you need to do, you need to summarize that whole passage using one sentence. Now, what do we mean by one sentence? One sentence means there should be only one full stop. Only one full stop at the end, okay? At the end. So basically they are going to give you one passage, you have to solve that in 10 minutes. There may be 4 to 5 passages in the exam. You need to summarize that whole passage using one sentence. Means there should be just one full stop at the end. Okay. So basically what you need to do, you need to read the passage for 2 minutes. Okay. So read the passage for at least 2 minutes. Okay. Not more than that, you don't require that, and understand what it is trying to see, understand what is the crux of that passage, what it is mainly telling you, right? And whatever it is telling you, you have to write the same thing in your own words, okay? For example, there is a big story of something, you can't write the big story in one sentence, right? You need to read that whole and you see what they're actually telling you, and you need to summarize that only using one sentence, okay? Means there should be one full stop at the end, okay? Now basically, when you are writing only one sentence, you may need some sentences to join together. So when you need some sentences to join together, you may use a lot of words like however, you need moreover, right? You need hence, you need therefore. So you need many words to link, right? So basically, if you are using these words in between the sentences, I'm again saying if you are using these words in between the sentences, you need comma only before. But if you are using any of the fanboys, now what is fanboys? F means for, okay? A means and, N means nor, okay? B means but, okay? And fanboys, yeah. O means or, Y means yet, S means so. So when you're using any of these fanboys, you need comma only before. I'm sorry, I said here you need comma only before. You need comma before and after these words. Okay. For example, if you are saying that, for example, there is any sentence, right? For example, I say that missing the first meal of the day is really hazardous. However, now you are taking another sentence, but why are you using however? Because maybe you are contradicting. However, it has some advantages as well. So this is a contradiction, right? So now you need that word however to join those two together. You can also use but, right? If you use but, you will only put comma before but. You won't put comma after but. But if you are using these words, these are called the linking words, then you need comma before and after. Even if you use in addition, yeah, therefore, however, moreover, hence, or you are using better words like to recapitulate. So recapitulate actually means to conclude. If you're using such words, then you need comma before and after, but in case of fanboys, you need only comma before. If you go to my previous video, not previous to previous, I think I have discussed that in the independent strategy, you need two sentences, you join it with comma space and. I have already said that comma space and, that means comma is not after and, it is just before and. So that is one of the fanboys. So that is how it links together. So basically this is all about summarize written text. Now we are going to do one or two questions right now in this session, and then if you face any doubts after that while practicing, you can always comment below. So basically why I have discussed these two strategies, I am going to tell you this thing again. See, the first strategy, the independent strategy, that has to be used in the worst case scenario. But the students who are looking for 6 bands or only 7 bands, they can go for independent without any doubt. I'm not saying you can't get 7 with that strategy. My students have got 8 also, so it doesn't matter. But this strategy is very good strategy, because this is the summarization of the whole passage. It needs your hard work, it needs your effort. If you're looking for 8 bands, again, if you have a question very difficult, if the question is very difficult, then you will opt for independent. Otherwise, you can work with that. If you have a good level, then why you should not go with this thing, right? But if your level is not that good, and if you are doing it by yourself, if you are practicing everything by yourself at home, you're not taking any coaching, then it's better you just do the independent strategy, because there is no one to give you the feedback if you're doing okay or if you're not doing okay. So this is what the difference is between these two strategies. So this is all, and I am going to do 2 questions, and if you face any doubts, you can always comment below. I will revert you back with that. And before starting the questions, I would like to request that please subscribe my channel and share it with other students as well. Share it with others who are actually looking for PT or IELTS or spoken English classes. Please, there is a subscribe button here. You should always click this link below and subscribe to my channels, and I'm always there if you have any doubts. So now let's do some questions. Message: parents control children watching TV, right? So what you need to do, as I already told you, that you need to read the passage for 2 minutes, okay? While reading the passage, make sure you jot separately on your notepad. Like, notepad means your notebook. Basically in the exam you will get a notepad. It's kind of notebook only, so you have to note it there. Whatever it is trying to tell you, just note it separately. That can help you later to basically form your sentences, okay? So I'll give you 2 minutes to quickly read this out, okay? And after 2 minutes we will summarize this passage. So I want you to read this for 2 minutes. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes right now just to read the passage, and then I will write the summary of this, and you will understand it now. Okay, what do you mean by the summary? Okay, so let's start. I'll give you the 2 minutes right now. Basically what you can do, you can pause the video here for 2 minutes and just read it, okay? So I hope, guys, you have read what it means and you totally know what it is trying to say you. So let's just start summarizing it, okay? So I'm going to start writing and you can see the summary of that, okay? So let's start. Sorry. So instead of writing television, you will use a better better vocabulary. As I said, you need to be very strong in your vocabulary, right? So we'll use a better word of that, which is idiot box. Excess watching of an idiot box tends to impact the overall development of a child. See, you must have seen, it is talking about that how it affects, right? It affects your social development, physical activities, homework, study. So instead of writing everything, but we have to summarize that in one sentence. We can't write each and everything, right? We have to summarize it, because they ask you to summarize in one sentence, and it should be between 5 to 75 words, right? So you can't write everything. So we have chosen one word for that, which is overall development, right? Because it is actually impacting the overall development of a child, okay? Limit the hours. Therefore, parents should limit the hours. Limit the hours. Back over. Therefore, parents should limit the hours. Or you can say should control the teenager by limiting the hours. You can write like this. It's up to you. So basically, yeah, it's here. How many? See, you can see how many hours. It's written here how many hours a week he watches and what he sees, right? So television is he should consider number of things, what information and knowledge, how many hours his age should watch television. Yeah, parents should limit the hours according to their Yeah, age limit. See, I know it's little bit difficult to understand by the YouTube videos, because of course there is a difference between having a session, and there is difference between, doing it like that. But still, I know it will help you at least, if not 100%, at least 80%, and that's my words. Like, you will totally get your full marks if you're going to use like this, right? See, now I'm using comma before therefore and comma after therefore, right? Parents should limit the hours according to their age limit and keep a watch on the content. That's all they want to say, right? That's all. They don't want to say anything else. The parents manage their viewing so they can plus. If you read the last passage, it is saying the same thing, right? Yeah. And keep a watch on the content. See, the less we write, the more marks you will get. Why? Because you are actually summarizing it, you are actually putting the crux of that. So you will get more marks if you are actually just, summarizing that properly, right? So it doesn't matter. It is not like that if you write more words, you write 60 or 75 words, you will get full marks. Nothing like that. The less you write means that, but it should have everything. Make sure it should have each and everything, right? So that's it, we are done. It's very simple. We have summarized it. That's what you want, that's what it wants to say in all of these lines, and we have summarized that in one sentence. You can see there is only one full stop. So this is only about this strategy. So I would suggest you, please do more and more questions at home, and if you face any doubts, you can always comment below. And please guys, share and subscribe my channel as much as you can. I would really appreciate if you do that. Thank you so much guys. So I'll meet you in the next video now. Thank you.